Hey guys, welcome. It is still Passion Week. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight, I am here with some amazing co-hosts of the BYOB show After Dark. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chanel Blackmore. I am affectionately known as the Purpose Pusher, and it is Passion Week. We are talking about all things passion this week. So take a moment, pause for the cause, share out this broadcast. So, what I want to do real quick is allow my amazing co hosts to introduce themselves, starting with Miss Tisha. Tisha, introduce yourself to the folks.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, you need to text BYOB Pink to 77948 like now, like right now. Do that. But I am Tisha M. Johnson. I am here. I am your relationship coach. I'm the founder of Your Love of a Lifetime. I'm helping you manifest the love that you've always wanted, needed, and desired. And so I'm here to help you with that. I appreciate being here with these awesome, incredible women. And again, thank you to our awesome coach, Danielle Winningham, and much love to Miss Chanel Blackmore for coming to the After Dark show to let us be a part of her Passion Week. So I'm excited. We got a great guest for you tonight. So Miss Dion, go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Hey, everybody, please monitor my audio, Miss Tisha, because I'm in a different room and sometimes get cracky. But hey, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight. I am your online sister, y'all, with the virtual gym, and I help busy women fit quick workouts and healthy habits into their busy daily schedules, you guys. And guess what? You can get fit from the comfort of your home as you see that happening now. So that's what I do, show you how you can get your health and wellness in order. To you, Miss Chanel.
We're going to need it. We're going to need some help because I don't know how much pound cake I done ate. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, Gerald, for the amazing pound cake that you brought me for my anniversary. He braved the quarantine. He did the impossible. He baked me a homemade pound cake, which over half of it is gone. Now, I'm not accusing nobody in my house for eating all the pound cake. I'm just saying, we're going to need her virtual gym. Amen. Amen. So, guys, again, thank you for joining us. We have a special giveaway for you guys. If you text BYOB Pink to 77948, you can get a copy. You can get a copy of the Purpose Journal. You are home all day, some of you, if you're not essential. This is the perfect time to get in touch with what it is you want. This is the perfect time to get in touch with your passion, get in touch with what you're good at, and then y'all make some money doing that. I don't know why we have this thing in our heads that we have to um, just do a job because it's a lot of money. Money is good. Let me tell you, the Bible say money answers all things. Does it'll answer your light bill? It'll answer your rent. It's gonna answer those things. But what it cannot do, is fulfill your purpose. Let's just be real, right? So text BYOB Pink to 77948. We had two winners. Stephanie Carter, who check your email, Stephanie, if you have not, and Michelle Riley. Y'all enjoy your passion journals, your purpose journals. Really use this time to go ahead and focus on what it is that God has called you to do. Amen. And the church say, amen again. All right. So, guys, so tonight I want to bring up an amazing woman who is so smart when it comes to budgets, taxes, accounting. If you don't have a business accountant and you have a business, shame on you. CJ Austin is an amazing tax professional. And she's going to come up with us right now and talk to you about what it is that you may be passionate about as it pertains to numbers. I can't count and add to save my life. my teacher, Mr. Montez, if you watching, you scarred me for life. You embarrassed me in front of the class. That's why I can't count. I'm gonna blame somebody else. But anyway, CJ, will you come and share what you have for the people for tonight, please?
Oh, yes, I would. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Chanel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come in on Passion Week. Thank you so much to our awesome coach and visionary coach, Danielle Winningham, who is truly the GOAT. Do you understand? So what I want you all to do is, before we get started, yes, this is Passion Week. What is your passion? Let me go ahead and share my screen. I will just let you guys know as I'm sharing my screen, make sure you go to text the word BYOB pink to the number 77948. I want you guys to go ahead and do that. So let's get started and jump right in, shall we? It's Passion Week. Do you have a passion for your budgets? That is what we'll be talking about tonight. Everything, if this is not more timely, I mean, like really, this can't come. This Passion Week is so amazing. Could not come at a better time. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, let's get started, shall we? All right. Who am I? So hi, everyone. My name is Shaquanda CJ Alston. I am an accountant and owner of Johnson's Bookkeeping and Tax, where business owners such as yourselves hire me to take care of your financial planning. I am an accountant. We are a full services accounting firm. Anything from setup, anything from you having an idea that you want to have a business to all the way to your tax planning, financial planning, and the whole gambit. We are full services. So now what we're going to talk about is with Passion Week. I have a couple questions for you. Let's just get started and jump right in. My first question for you guys, I want you to ask yourself, what is your relationship with your money? Now, last night we talked about relationships and getting booed up, but I want to go right into it and ask you, what is your relationship with money? How do you feel about money? How does money make you feel? Do you feel like you're worthy of money? Because all of this relates to your passion. There was I was looking online, and there was an individual that made a comment to someone else about charging for a goods or service that she had for her business. This is her business. So what I want to challenge you all with is just, you have to have the right relationship with money. Is money treated just like a relationship? And Tisha can help us with that. She's the relationship girl. So how does money make you feel? Do you use money when it suits you, right? Is money your boo thing, your side piece? How is money? What is your relationship with? Because what happens is you're going to have to respect your money if you want your money to respect you. You're going to have to soothe and massage your money and invest your money if you want that money to return and come back to you. So you have to ask, we can't go any further without you asking yourself the hard questions. Is your money that tool or vehicle when you stressed out and you just want to go spend to make it feel better? You know, you have to have those type of conversations before we even talk about budgeting, right? So the second question I want to add mention is, you have to move right into it. You have to have, my second point is, have to have a money mindset. Having a money mindset is key. When you say money mindset, what do you mean, CJ? Glad you asked. Money mindset is basically you have to be thinking about money and having that vehicle, that currency working for your benefit at all times. Anything it doesn't matter what it is. Right now, COVID-19, this big pandemic we're going around, it's affecting all of us. So you want to stop and look and say, what is it that I have in my hand? What is it that I have at my fingertips? What is it that I'm good at that can help me make the money? But again, you have to have the right relationship, but also you have to have the right mindset. You cannot have a mindset where you just be frivolous and do whatever with your money. You don't respect your money. When you don't come home on weekend, you don't show up. You don't come home every night with your money. You don't account for your money. You don't budget. You don't know how much you make. You don't know how much you bring in. You don't know how much you spend. You don't know as far as how much is the household goods. You don't know. That's all you know, that money's gonna be there no matter what. Money gonna walk in the door no matter what. So you feel like you could treat money any kind of way. But this pandemic has taught a lot of us that, you know what? Money say I'm tired. Money say I ain't coming home no more. Money says if you don't treat me right, I'm gonna leave. Or money says, you know what? There's something has happened that's out of my control, this pandemic. So now I can't show up. I can't come home. So now what is it that you're going to do? What is it that you're going to do? Which leads me directly into point number 3. How is your passion making you the money? So now we know we have to have a good relationship with money, right? We know we have to have a good mindset with money as far as helping us with our budgets, helping us to determine, hey, you know what? Let me take and write down simple things like, how much am I making? How much do I project to make, especially for you business owners? If you don't write the vision and make it plain, how you expect God to bless it? You want to write those things down. You want to say, okay, what do I feel like my profit margins are going to be at the end of the year, at the end of the half a year, at the end of the quarter? You want to write those things down. So now, after we've done all of that, now we are literally quarantined in the house. And instead of you saying, oh my God, I'm stuck in a house, why not turn it into an opportunity and say, oh my God, what is it that I'm passionate about, and turn that passion into making you some money? We ain't doing nothing else. Turn that passion into making you some money. So make sure you go right now, text BYOB Pink to 77948 and get yourself this passion journal. Get yourself this passion journal, because what I want you to do is, I want you to write down your money goals right now. Right now. You go and you text that number. When you get that passion journal, you do yourself the gift of, this is Passion Week, of writing down everything that you're good at. And then you take one, start with one, and you find a way to make yourself some money based off those goals. This is Passion Week. You can do it. So what I want to say in closing, guys, I want to just make sure that what you have your time. Yes, this is a hard time. You have that time to deal with whatever life is dealing with you at that moment. But what I also want to challenge you all with is to move your feet. You get this journal, you feel however you want to be feeling, right? But then at the end of that, you write your money goals, and I want you guys to let's go get it. Because once you write it down, you watch and see how it manifests. Okay, so I want to thank you all so much. Thank you so much to Chanel. I will entertain questions, comments. Come on, let's have a conversation about that. So thank you, Chanel.
Oh, CJ, that was so good. That was so good. So, guys, I still have a question. As y'all ask questions for CJ, why is it so hard for women to have real conversations about their money? I
Do
know
you
it's
want
Fashion Week. I know it is. You know, some of y'all passionate about buying shoes. Some of y'all passionate about buying purses. But let's have a real conversation about why women have such a hard time shifting their mindset as it pertains to money. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's only probably in the last year or two that I've really started tracking my spending. You know, I felt like I work hard. Why do I have to, be accountable to anybody about how I spend my money? I'm just being real. And Mr. Ray will tell you, sir, don't ask me about how much I spent today, buddy. How much did you spend today? You know, it's just this ongoing thing that women have where we really, really are not being truthful about our money or our relationship with it. I don't know. What do you think, CJ? What's that all about?
You know what, to be honest, and definitely no judgment zone from anybody, because Chanel, I was the same way at one point. But I had to do the work, and I had to step back and say, CJ, what is it about you in this money? Or do you not feel like you deserve it? Do you feel like, with the spending habits that I have? Because you know what, we as women, we get pulled on day to day. Everybody pull on us. So we use our money as a mechanism, as a coping mechanism. If I feel like buying those shoes, I'm gonna buy those shoes. And Chanel, I was the same way. You better not ask me. Don't ask me how much
Please
I
don't
spend.
ask
Don't
me.
ask me how much I
Don't
make.
bring it up.
Don't ask me how much I
Don't
spend. Don't ask
insinuate.
me how much I make. Now,
Don't
don't
do
listen
that.
to me, because that's not the right thing to do, especially when you in a relationship. But you know, I'm sure Chanel, because she's 17 years in this thing, couldn't attest to you. I think that's why we do that. But the other question is, Chanel, we have to ask ourselves, why is it that we as women feel like we're not worthy of making the money? Why we feel like we got to give everything for free? We give enough for free. Why do you feel like you can't charge? And you are so right. It's only been since I've gotten a coach that literally said, girl, why are you not charging your worth? Girl, why are you giving stuff away? I've been in this thing 22 years, and literally I can say I have given so much away. So you guys, that's another hard question. Why do we feel like we have to give our services away? Because our male counterparts do not, and they do not apologize for it.
Yes, for that is so good, you all. And for me, I know that for a long time I operated from a place of scarcity, and it was just what I was taught. That's all my mom knew at the time, because she was like, okay, we're gonna make do with what we have, and we're gonna save for a rainy day, which is fine. But what that did was that programmed me to operate from a sense of not enough, or okay, yeah, whenever somebody asks me for something, okay, I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna give them a little bit here, but I'm gonna hold on to this for a rainy day because I'm scared I might not have enough. So what that did a trickle down effect in your mind to where you basically attracted these circumstances, because of the way that you would think about it. And you didn't have enough because you were afraid of not having enough till you really didn't have enough, because the way you handled your finances. It's like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this. I think I'm gonna save this and pay the light bill, but I'm not gonna pay this bill over here. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? You got some skills. You know that you need to be managing your money a lot better. instead of always operating from a place of scarcity, trying to hold something back and not do what you need to do with your finances, and be like, okay, no, I'm gonna let this one go for a month, but I'm gonna pay this one. And then I got a little bit saved up, but I'm not gonna touch that because I'm scared. But all the while, things are messed up over here in the whirlwind. So we weren't taught, and well, let me just say I wasn't taught that, and I don't fault my mom for that. She just taught me what she was taught and what she knew. But now we have the opportunity to invest, you guys, into coaching. We have the opportunity to invest in these experts and these professionals that know what they're doing and know how to show you, especially like CJ, know how to show you, okay, you need to have your budget. If you don't want to call it a budget, have your monthly expense plan. You know, put that in place. Make sure assign your money a task. I learned that from CJ because I took a class that CJ was holding one time, you know, and just like with Tisha, you have to make sure that you get that mindset straight, you know, and with your passion. In order to know what your passion is and then learn what your passion is, you have to believe it here first. You got to get that mindset straight so that you will know what your passion really is. Because you probably think that, okay, yeah, I'm going to work every day, this is my passion. It's really not, depending on what it is that you do. You need to really find your true passion. And some of you are working where you have that passion to help people, but guess what? You can help a lot more on your own.
Oh my
went
gosh,
off on a
you
soapbox.
said something. No,
Sorry.
you said something, Dion. When you said that about operating from scarcity, I remember in my first marriage, and this is my segue into Tisha. I can remember my first marriage. He wasn't good with money, you know, and he was looking for someone to take care of him, like his mother did. Mother made great money. He never had to struggle for anything, but you know, at the same time, we went through a lot of money. A lot of times we wasted money because if he saw something he wanted, he bought it. I don't care if the babies didn't have milk. I don't care if the rent was not paid. So leaving that marriage, and I was married to him for 11 years. So leaving that marriage, coming into a new marriage, and to be questioned about my spending, to be questioned about, you know, what I'm purchasing or should we be saving, my mindset was, first of all, I'm managing the money anyway. This really don't concern you. I mean, can we be transparent? You know, so you bring your check home, give it to me, and then I'll give you, you know, whatever little lunch money you need for the week. And then don't ask me about nothing else. You know, so it's that mindset of I have to have control of all the money because if I don't, there won't be enough. You know? So I think that kind of like, what do they call it? Post-traumatic stress disorder. We bring a lot of that into our relationships, not just with our spouses, but even with our girlfriends. You know? So Tisha, what do you think about that relationships and money and all of that?
Oh, that's Chanel, that's deep. Yes, you can bring your money trauma from a different situation into a new situation. And, you know, just like with anything else, if you have issues with trust, if you have issues with money, if you have issues with, you know, infidelity, I mean, it's going to show up and you've got to deal with it, you know, in a real way. And, you know, you talked about CJ, and I think Di mentioned it about women, you know, why can't we, you know, focus our money on us? I think we get so used to, you know, doing for everybody that by the time we consider ourselves, there's nothing left because we've had to, you know, feed the baby and the kids down the street and, you know, our cousin them and all that kind of stuff. And so I think it's just now in recent years that women are having an awakening that, hey, there is more to life than, you know, getting up, going to bed, paying bills. And it ain't about buying the bag or the shoes, because really that's just a placebo. It's not real. I can remember after my last marriage, I needed something. I needed something to make me feel good. It was an emotional purchase. And guess what? It cost me dearly. It was a vehicle, which took me on a path that I shouldn't even been on. I was too emotional to make that purchase at that time. But we need stuff instead of really dealing with what we need to deal with. So, with your money, you got to get your mind together and take the time. I think for women, we need to take the time. I see my guys for fitness, they go into the gym every day. Listen, as long as the building ain't on fire, they go into the gym. And we just don't do that for ourselves. So this is a very good conversation. If you have not shared this broadcast, make sure that you do. And also text BYOB to 77948. So you can get this passion journal, so you can get a jump on what you need to, so that when we come out, listen, COVID-19 changed the game across the board for everybody. You got to have a different plan, because if you just plan on going back to that job, which may or may not be there, wrong plan. You got to have a different plan. You got to have a new strategy, so that you're not next year this time having the same conversation. So incredible information, sis. That's
Oh
why
yeah, it was good. It was
she's
good.
my tax consultant.
So,
I think a lot of people don't think that having a conversation about mindset. I know my clients, they'll look at me when I ask them, like, hey, sis, I want to hire you to help me with a budget strategy or whatever. And the first question I ask about is about mindset and what's your relationship with money. And they're looking like, girl, what this got to do with money? Because now you touching something. Now you touch it in here. I don't want to have that conversation. I just ask you to do this. And I say, well, we can't do this unless we take care of this. And so I think I don't think people realize how much the two go together. You have to do the work with it, with your mindset.
it's
I'm
just
sorry, Chanel. What were you
undoing,
saying?
CJ, it's undoing all of the stuff you heard as a kid. Like, I can remember, like, Dion touched on it. She touched on that when she talked about how um she operated from a point of scarcity. And I can remember my grandparents saying, I don't know when we're gonna get this much money again. So, or y'all gonna fool around. My grandmama's favorite thing to say was, girl, shut that door for you make my light bill go up. And so I'm trying to figure out, well, what does me being outside have to do with the light bill? And how does all of this relate back to money? Well, you think, money grow on trees. Well, I don't know where money grows. But, as a child, to always hear, man, there's not enough, or, we don't know where we're going to get our next paycheck from. We don't know. So it does, Dion, set up what we call a stronghold in your mindset and in your spirit, because you don't know where your money's coming from. And then to get a coach to tell you you can create wealth, it's a different perspective of, I gotta wait on this paycheck to pay me, or I have to wait on a government check to secure my family, when God gave me something in my hands. He gave me a gift, right? That will make room for me. Y'all listen. Stop telling people that mean bring you before people, you're gonna be famous. That's not what that means. Your gift will make room for you in your storehouse. That is money. That is, if I know how to knit sweaters, I need to be selling sweaters. Do y'all hear me? If I understand budgeting and accounting like CJ, I should be providing that service, y'all, for a cost. Nobody during this quarantine went to Walmart and said, y'all, I'm quarantined, can you give me a piece of chicken? They're not going, where they do that at? They don't even allow you to wash dishes at restaurants anymore when you can't pay. You go to jail. That you have to understand. However you are, when growing up with your views about money, it does make a huge difference, even in how you create it and how you make money and your ability to do so. What y'all think about that?
Oh, Chanel, you just stuck it right here, because that's when you hear that, when you said that, even the way that you grew up, learning about money affects your ability in how you create it. Oh my goodness. Yes. And you have to get rid of that mental barrier, that stronghold, that limiting belief, because that's what it definitely is too. It's a limiting belief. And y'all, it is limitless. It is limitless. And we can no longer bury our talents. You saw what happened in the Bible. God gave you all these ideas that you have. The next thing you know, you see somebody else 6 months down the line who has made that idea like explode. And you're like, I had the same one. Yeah, he gave you a shot. But you buried that talent. So what you going to do with the next one, or what you going to do with the other one that you put down that you haven't seen anyone use just yet? So we have it, you guys. We definitely have it. We just have to make sure that we get with the right individuals that is going to help us, get over that hump and get to where we want to be, And we have relationship coaches, we have passion coaches, we have business coaches, life coaches, you have money coaches, you got health coaches, you got people that help you break out of your job type of coach. So all of that, you guys, is here waiting for you. You have to make the decision. So text BYOB Pink to 77948, because that passion journal is gonna be your pre-blueprint before you get the blueprint. Okay.
Awesome. Weigh in, Tisha. I know you're ready.
Well, I was thinking about when you talked about things from your childhood, when Coach did the belief factor, like the first or second class, I mean, I had a monumental breakthrough. I didn't realize that I was holding my own self back because of my previous experience. So my thing was, if I didn't have the money for it, then I just didn't have the money for it. I wasn't gonna ask nobody. And when I get it kind of mentality. But that's not what God promised me. I don't have to live in that space. But again, I did not know that until I sat in a place where I could have a mentor, someone who could teach me, a coach to help me so that I can get past that barrier. I knew that I had money blocks, but I didn't know what they were, and I didn't know how to get past them. So it's very much so in your mind. And so you gotta take care of that, especially now, your mind is probably all over the place, especially if your job is closed down or you have a job that you don't know when it's going to open back up. Y'all waiting on $1,200. Well, they're going to take $1,200 back. So I mean, and it ain't gonna pay nothing for now. It ain't gonna pay enough for nothing for now. So you've got to make some changes. So incredible. Text BYOB Pink to 77948.
It's also, Tisha, it's also that connection with your money mindset to your abundance. You know what I mean? It's like, if you think that money is always running away from you, then you're either always chasing it or you're always praying for it. Either way, it's wrong. Right? Either way, it's wrong. So when you start to really, really observe the scriptures and see what he says about money and understand that money is not evil, but the love of money is evil. When you start putting things in perspective, because we hear people say things all the time, and then we put that stuff in our spirits and not knowing that it is a biblical principle that whatever you think, that's what you get. I don't have time to break that down for you guys, but whatever you think, because whatever you think comes out of your mouth. So if it's coming out of your mouth, nothing but scarcity, nothing but the struggle, nothing but, we used to call it back in the day, Dion, you might notice, you from the South, we used to call it pole mouthing. You always don't have enough. You always struggling. Yep. Oh, hit me up. Can you give me? And then you begin to attract those same kind of people. Now y'all struggling together, even in your relationships. So it's imperative to shift your mindset as it pertains, even a budget, CJ. Even, because it could be the opposite end of the spectrum. You just spending like it ain't gonna ever run out. That's not good stewardship. So that I think helping people find a balance between understanding that you're prosperous and understanding that you also need to be a good steward, and then making that connection between the two so that you can obtain wealth and leave a legacy, you know?
Yes, Lord, Chanel, that's so good. I think that happy medium is where it's at, because a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, you're an accountant. You don't want me to spend. That's not true. You don't want me to have fun. You don't want me. No, no, no. I'm taking your money goals and I'm putting them back into your face. This is what you wanted to do. And in order to do so, they have to be some hard conversations. But Chanel's right. There is a happy medium. That's the same with us. I mean, we work hard, but oh my God, when we're together, oh, we play hard too. And we play while we're working. So it is definitely that happy medium. But absolutely the mindset is where it's at. And then uh, when you show that you are a good steward with your money, and you have a great relationship, it comes from everywhere. Like I said, and when I preface my speech, my presentation, there is no shortage of money in the land, my friends. There is not. There is a certain group of individuals that care less about that $1,200. They're not even talking about that $1,200 because they don't do nothing for them. So there is no shortage of money. There is just, you have to position yourself so it can just flow like water. Like I said, it's called currency for a reason. So it can just flow. And are you going to be in that number? And you have to start with something. And again, what better ways to start with something in your hand? And I mean, the purpose pusher is pushing it out of us tonight. But text yourself to BYOB Pink 77948. Get yourself this journal and do that for yourself.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Tiffany says, I think people don't always understand what it actually takes to live the life they desire, how money conscious you really have to be when building wealth. Tiffany, that's good. And it's true because I think a lot of times, and I don't, I, I, I wish I could say there was one particular thing to blame for that, but just wanting it right away, wanting it your way, wanting it right now. Back in the day, we used to perfect things. We used to do something, and then it's almost like farming. When you plant the seed, you're not going to eat the apple right away. It has to be buried, it has to be watered, it has to be cultivated, it has to be pruned, before you can enjoy the fruit. But I don't know, some kind of way we got it twisted, thinking that once we plant the seed, the fruit gonna be ready. That's not even biblical. It's not. Now there is a maybe knowledge shortens the distance. That's why you need a good coach. Having that knowledge will shorten that time, but you still got to put in the work. I think we've all said that. There has got to be there has got to be some sacrifice. If everybody, if it was that easy, everybody would be rich. If it was that easy, everybody would not have scarcity. If it was that easy, everybody's money mindset blocks would be dissolved. Strongholds would be broken. You know what I mean? But because of the sacrifice piece, people look at what you got and they think that they can automatically get it without the work. And you just don't know. You don't know the cost of my oil. You don't know what I had to go through to get where I am. And I think a lot of times people don't understand that. They don't get that. They want what you have. They want your anointing. They want your money. They want your man. They want your car. They want your life. But when they turn that thing to the backside, it's like, oh no, I ain't going through all that. So it's really a personal journey. It really is. Ladies, what do you guys have in closing? This was good.
Well, there was another comment in the broadcast. Darius said men and women who treat each other. Money should be used together no matter what. If you both have careers, sit down at the round table and work it out. So that speaks to communication, because communication is one of those things that has to happen. Breakdown in communication is gonna, complicate your relationship. So, CJ, do you ever find situations where it's hard to get couples to be on the same page, as it relates to the job that you do specifically?
OMG, yes. Now, I'm not going to tell y'all businesses. I do have, fiduciary responsibilities to you guys, and it's very confidential. But I can say it is always a tug of war. And for the most part, there's always the yin and the yang. And I'm in the middle. They say, girl, don't tell them this. Why she do that, in the middle of that, because it's always, for the most part, a lack of the communication that ultimately affects their money. And so I have to have I tell my clients all the time, when they are married, I can't make it. I need your spouse here. Why you need my spouse? I need your spouse here because I handle all the money. And, oh my God, that's the biggest one. And a lot of men are like, why do you need to talk to her? I take care of the money. Well, she's also a part of this. This is a partnership. And I do the same thing with females, but most times men. And so Lord, that's a whole nother live. I'm not going to go there about young women. We let these men handle all this money, and you don't know how to write a check, and then they run off on the plug. But that's a whole nother lie. That maybe I do that when it's
That's
my
another
week.
You being
But
messy. You being messy, but I love it.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yes, but it does.
Ooh, child.
Communication is key. Communication is key. But we'll talk about that another time.
I'm gonna be in the audience for that live. Dion, I saw you come off mute. What you have to say?
I was just gonna say, y'all, this has been so good. This has been so good, and just continue to show up here, because I'm sure you got something here tonight. So show up in the morning as well, because it doesn't end just yet. Passion Week is continuing. Join us back here. We'll join the morning crew, which Chanel is a part of. In the morning around 6:30 is time frame, you guys. All right, and it's just been awesome. Make sure you bring that same notebook back, because I know y'all done took some notes tonight. And don't forget to text BYOB Pink to 77948 for your chance to win a copy of the beautiful Purpose Journal.
Somebody done got their life this week. I'm telling you, just from one. Oh my gosh, your relationship. You got your writing down. You got your real estate. I mean, Chiquita was amazing today. But CJ, the information you brought tonight, y'all, it is so critical. It is so critical that even, understanding that your money is connected to your mindset, understanding that you can't possibly move forward in your wealth and in your legacy, move forward without understanding that your mindset has to change. This is why so many people win the lottery and then be broke in 6 months. Millions upon millions of dollars that they won. And by the time they get through buying houses and not even paying the houses off. See, that's that mindset. I'll never forget, I saw that show. I was like, how in the world do you win $1 million and then 6 months later be broke? But then how do I make $2,000 every 2 weeks and I'm broke by the third day that I got my check? Same mindset. Same mindset. No, you came in. What, you got something to say? Just hang.
She's talking about she just here to chat afterwards. You know her off her date tonight.
No,
ask a question. That was good. I like what you said about the mindset. The mindset, regardless of how much money you have or don't have, it's about your mindset. And I think that is so good. And I know CJ is like, I didn't get to hear her presentation, but I'm sure it was fire. I can't wait to go back and watch the replay. I know it was good. And this has been a great week, and it's not even over yet. This is only the second, third day, right? So y'all be sure you tune in for the morning show after dark. Be sure you text BYOB Pink for a chance to win a journal, because I know I've already texted twice.
No, you can't win. No.
Oh.
No, I'll give you a journal. I'll just send you one.
Thank
I
you,
got you,
thank you.
No. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Y'all gotta understand me and Nunu's relationship. She, that's love. I'm gonna give her one because you're not gonna win, baby D. You're not gonna win. So guys, have a good night. We'll be back here in the morning at 6:30-ish. And I think Coach is presenting in the morning. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss the opportunity to learn how to turn your passion, like CJ turned her passion for numbers into a business. Dion turned her passion for fitness into a business. Tisha turned her passion for helping relationships heal into a business. Jennifer helps people quit their jobs. That's her passion. And of course, I help people find their passion. So there is something for everybody, and it's something for you. You just got to look for it, guys. So I'll see you guys in the morning around 6:30-ish. Bye.